Hello, everybody. This is Liz from Trilly's Yarns, and I welcome you to this podcast where I mainly talk about yarns, knitting, and yeah, that's kind of it mostly. So, how are you? I'm well. I'm just preparing to leave for Sevilla in a couple of days, actually in a day and a half because I'm leaving very early in the morning, and I'm very excited to meet all the knit crochet festival craziness and shenanigans. And it will be my first time in Sevilla, and I'm very excited because it's super warmer there already. And I this morning I had to find my summery clothes and get some shorts and some dresses to be dressed seasonably. I'm sorry, my phone is like sending messages. People are sending messages to me, so now it's in silent and we can go on. So I have two finished objects, and I wanted you to show you also my latest cast on before leaving. And so here we are. So the first finished object that I finished was this very fast knit with Ombelle yarn by Fonty. So here it is. I had four bowls of the Ombelle quality by Fonty, which is a thicker mohair, and that's the result. So I had two bowls of this orangey one, which if I remember correctly is color 1027, so 1027. Then the yellow mustardy, this one was 2004, and the more brownish color was 1046. So I wanted to do another sweater, but it was in German, as I said in my previous podcast. So I tried to translate it, but then while I was knitting on, I had casted on 66 stitches, and then after I joined in the round, I realized that it was knitted in pieces and worked in flat, and I hate that. So I said, it's okay. I casted on 66 stitches, and I had already started knitting a couple of rounds. And because I wanted to do the Novice sweater, and I just looked it up, the Novice sweater by Petite Knit. There's a picture. I said, okay, I didn't do a ribbing in the neckline, but let's just do, the increases as she says for the Novice sweater. And actually, that's what I did. So this is kind of a bit like a Novice sweater, but it has less ribbing in over the sleeves, over the body, and it's more cropped than the Novice sweater because they don't have enough yarn. And here it doesn't have a ribbing, so it just has this cool squishy neckline. It's very light, it's very warm. I love it. I wore it twice already, and it's really really nice because I was afraid to kind of run out of yarn for the sleeves. I finished the first bowl of the orange that I had, and it was just after I separated for the sleeves. So then I did one sleeve with each color, and then I decided to just knit with whatever was left, so it wasn't that cropped. The cool thing with this is that it doesn't have a right or wrong side, and that's the fit of it. Wait, there you go. It has the tendency to, because I like to put it over like this, it has a bit the tendency to look that it's further down in the back, and I really like that. And I like that in a waist up pants, it just comes just over it. In the beginning I did a little here, just a couple of stripes, and then bind it off, but it was over here, and I didn't like it, so I just I blocked it, and I kind of pushed it down. And actually I'm very comfortable with this. length. I also have 4 other Fonty yarns, balls of different colors of purple. So those were 3 different colors. So 2 of this one, 1 and 1. And I'm thinking of doing maybe the same thing as I did here, but maybe have one more of the color that I really like. So to have maybe 2 colors here and 1 here and another here, another here. So I don't know. Or maybe have like 3 colors striped here and have the same sleeves. That would be also nice. So I'll need to figure out what I would like to do and just grab one a second skein of one of the colors I have. But other than that, I'm like really happy. So if you want to do this kind of very airy and you have also just another you like mohair type, because this is a bit of a thicker mohair, and if you have like the regular lace mohair and silk, like for example my Poseidon base, you could do it but just holding 2 strands together, and yeah, that would work perfectly. Actually, I was thinking maybe to do the Ombelle Fonty with stripes of my own mohair, and have also the difference of the thickness, and that would be really interesting too, but I don't know. Also, the other difference that I did with the Novice sweater is that I knitted the body with 7mm needles instead of 6, but I kept 6mm needles for the sleeves. Yeah, so that's kind of it. Hope you like it. I really love it. It's like super squishy and nice and very light. I love things when they're light. The second finished project that I did with with a yarn that was gifted by Nathalie Denis from Belgium. This is a skein of yarn that I don't remember the dyer. She's a Spanish natural dyer. I'm gonna find here the information, or down below I will put them. So sorry for that. And I had started knitting this hat, the ribbing, just after Lyon Knit It of last year in October, when Natalie gifted me this skein with 2 others, and I desperately was searching on what to do with them, and then I bought this Urban Knit book, and I decided that with this color I will do the Shimu hat. And then with the 2 others, my plan was, still is for the moment, I haven't changed my mind, to do this cow, the mystery cow, my story, I don't know how she pronounced it, which is a brioche cow. And I really like it. It's quite, how do you say? It squishes me, like it's, like if I have, I think, my full head of hair, I think it would be too small, but it's really stretchy. The ribbing is, how do you say it? When you knit through the back loop, I don't remember the name. It is it's not a cross rib, it is I don't remember the name. Anyways, it's very squishy, it's really nice. How do you say this word? Anyways, you know what I mean. So it's very nice, very stretchy, really cool, very long rib, like it was long to knit, but I really like it, and I think that it's going to be a very warm hat to wear, even if it has these little holes. Very cool one. I love that it's double brimmed over here, but it does feel quite squishy over my head, like it's, yeah, but I'm very happy. I thought that I was going to not have enough of the yarn, but actually I have some of it left over. And yeah, so that's kind of it. So those two are my finished projects, and they're actually match quite nice. And then I don't know if you remember that I told you that in the Swiss Yarn Festival I bought some greens from the Grey Ship to make a sweater. So this is the main color for the sweater, and this is going to be for the ribbings parts. And I was thinking of adding a mohair with them, and I did a new colorway that I haven't named yet, which is greens, but it has some browns in it and some yellows, so it's not just dark green. So I just started the Novice sweater, so you can see in the rib part with this colorway, and then it's those two. I'm gonna try to that's over here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have a great camera, but that's it. So over here you can see the bluish parts from this skein, and then it's just dark green, and I really like it. And you can feel this base is goat lamb, so you can feel the rustiness, but you can also feel the really squishiness of the mohair. I'm very excited. It is an easy knit. It's starting here to be more and more warm, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to, you know, kind of wear it, but I hope to have mostly finished, if not finished, by the 26th of May. And why am I so precise? It is because Suzanne Summer decided to do a mystery knit along, and she just announced it. And I think this week we're gonna have more, you know, details about the colors and what and how to choose. And I have to say, for a long time I haven't been very excited or, you know, wanting to knit shawls, even if I adore like lots of them. And I've been more a garment knitter. But I think the mystery knit alongs are a very exciting time. And especially, I think Suzanne's knit-alongs are always very fun for me. Now, it's going to be a 5-week with 4 skeins of yarn. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be up to the point, because I have lots of things going on the next month. But I'm very excited about it. So yeah. So that's gonna it, like a very fast finished projects, new guests on podcast, but I really wanted to just come and show them to you before I leave for Sevilla in a couple of days. And yeah, so I hope you're creating. Let me know what you're making or show me. And yeah, happy knitting. And don't forget, color is power, fiber is our weapon. Bye.